What up, YouTube? This is the Young Chevy Truck YouTube channel where I plan on showing you how to build a 1984 Chevy C10 truck. It just burns rubber, ain't meant to be fast, and only meant to be fun for you. And y'all see what's in the title, y'all see what's in the thumbnail. We're gonna be checking the gas mileage of the Cam C10 with 342 rear gears in this video. And actually, I'm going to Summit, so I figured I might as well kill two birds with one stone. I said I would never do this, guys, but I think I'm going electric van, man. I think I'm going electric. Yeah, we'll have to see. I want to go to Summit. I want to ask them some questions about what they have and everything, and basically we'll see if what they have is going to work for my application, because I'm kind of being kind of specific, because I want something that is actually not going to get in the way of my trans cooler that's already mounted. I don't want to move my trans cooler for any reason, and with all the other fans that I saw, I would have to, but I saw one fan setup where I wouldn't have to move it. It's a single fan setup, but the single fan setup should be perfectly fine, so we're just gonna have to get there and find out. But anyway, I'm gonna actually fill her up right now. I know that it's 44 miles from this exact station all the way to Summit and back. So we'll do 44 divided by how many gallons I use when I get back here, and then we'll figure out the gas mileage. And also, disclaimer, I do not care about the gas mileage. If I cared about gas mileage, I would be driving a Prius. I do not care about gas mileage. A lot of people think I do. I'm only making the video because I know a lot of people are gonna wanna see it. This last one got almost 40,000 views, so I gotta make videos that people wanna see. And so that's why I made it. So I don't care about gas mileage. Like all the people who commented, it's about smiles per gallon. Yeah, you're right, it is. And I get a lot of smiles from this thing. So that's not the goal. I'm just trying to provide content of like daily life of owning one of these and what modifications will do to your gas mileage and all of that. So yeah, I'm just trying to make the videos that I couldn't find when I wanted to buy one of these trucks. That's my goal, is make videos that would have helped me years ago when I was 17 and I first bought this. So anyway, we're getting gas, and then we'll talk more about my situation when we get to Summit Racing. Alright, that intro was almost perfect, but I forgot one thing. Eye of the C10 t-shirt. They come in black and white. Link down in the description if you want one. Eye of C10 tee. I actually really like this shirt because not a lot of people make like C10 shirts, especially ones like these, like plain tees like this. So they, like I said, they come in black and white. Link is down in the description of this video. Man, I love these roads. Man, I done pulled up on a freaking car show and I didn't even know it. Okay, so I didn't see this coming at all. I am not a fan of big crowds. That's a fun fact about me. I'm not a fan of big crowds, especially ones that are unexpected like so. And I think I might just actually wait until I get to the house to actually show you guys what I'm kind of dealing with, just so I don't stir up attention. Well, you know what, and forget them. I'm a YouTuber. Alright, basically y'all, I really want to get a fan setup that won't interfere with how I have my trans cooler mounted. That's like really important to me. I really don't want to move it. It looks cute right there, don't it? So yeah, I really don't want to move it. And I thought about hooking it to that beam over there, but then it would sit kind of cockeyed, kind of sideways, and I don't really want it to sit like that. I really want to be able to just leave it right here so that I don't have to stab my radiator again. That's like the biggest thing. I really don't want to stab the radiator again. So, yeah. So I think the 4 inches of depth will be plenty. I apologize, but I think the 4 inches of depth will be plenty for the situation right here to clear. So let's go see what they got. Alright, so basically, if my calculations are correct, this thing will go right around that situation right there, and it won't interfere with how I have my trans cooler mounted at all. So I figured I'm gonna go ahead and wait till we get home and take it out the box, and then I'll show you guys the whole big picture of it all. But I think I'm gonna go get a little bit of footage of this here car meet, might as well while I'm here, and then we'll go ahead and head to the house, and then I'll take this thing out the box and show you what it's really about. The back tire is there. need me an F-body in my life, man. I need one. Now that car right there, that's the level I'm trying to be on one of these days, all right? That car is a whole nother entity in of itself, okay? Like it's a whole nother level. And you know, I think I recognize those dudes from somewhere. I can't quite put my finger on where I've seen them from, but they were on somebody's vlogs. They were on somebody's vlogs that I've seen before. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the house and take a look at the shroud fan situation. Oh boy. Fuel mileage. Let's go ahead and see what it do. 44 divided by 3.88 gallons. 44 miles, I use 3.8 gallons. Oh. It's not that much worse. Did I do that right? 11.34. So it was 11 and a half, and now it's 11.34. Huh. Ain't that something? I thought this would be a good test because like the truck hasn't changed in any other way. Like the engine hasn't changed, the transmission hasn't changed, nothing has changed about the setup, the tune hasn't changed, nothing has changed other than the rear gear set since I last did a fuel mileage video. So I thought that this would be a really good test for other people because this will show you like how the gearing will affect the mileage in the end. And the end result doesn't seem to be that different at all. So that's really cool. I thought it would be like 10 or something. Like I thought it would be a really like a significant jump, but the exact same conditions as the last video, exact same trip, exact same conditions, exact same engine, exact same transmission, exact same tune, exact same cooling setup. Everything was exactly the same other than the fact that there's 342 rear gears and a limited slip in it now. And so 11.34 miles to the gallon. That's pretty daggone good. You know, someone said in the last video that that the 342s, or not the last video, but in a previous video, they said the 342s would probably be like the perfect gear for the amount of cam I have. And I think they were right because like it just feels better. It's an overall, it feels better to drive around overall. So that's what's up, man. So now let's go ahead and get to the fan. I know this is sort of like a 2-for-1 special in this video, but I mean, I figured why not? I mean, what better time, you know, than today, you know, because I'm going to Summit anyway, so I figured I might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So let's go ahead and look at this fan. All right, and this is going to be the fan setup for the C10. It's shrouded already, as you can see. Has plenty of space back there, so it doesn't sit flush on the radiator. That was really important to me. I didn't want it to sit flush on the radiator. So it's got a big old gap under there. Hope y'all can see that. Got a big gap under there, and that's really what I wanted, so that nothing would hit those little pins that I have coming through the radiator. And I'm not trying to stab it again, so I'm gonna try to find a way to mount this this fan and shroud combo to the bottom part and the top part of the radiator. But like I said, y'all, this thing isn't gonna be a perfect fit on my radiator, but there's actually gonna be a little gap about yay big on both sides. But I think that's gonna be fine because this thing is gonna move so much air. For one, it's gonna be a lot of cool air too. And also the universal fan shroud that I was going to use to begin with is actually only going to cup a small portion of the radiator where the fan is, and every little, you know, corner of it on the outside is still going to be left out. So basically same setup, except this is gonna be electric, and this is gonna move a whole lot more air at idle than any other fan, any other mechanical fan can do. As for wiring the whole system up, and also I have a question for you guys. You know, there are a lot of things that need to be powered inside a classic car like this. Or there aren't initially a lot of things to be powered, but of course when you start modifying it, you start adding tachometers and O2 sensors and O2 oil pressure gauges, and just all the gauges, the fans, the water pumps, all that electrical stuff. Is there sort of an extension that you can buy for your fuse box? Like it plugs into your fuse box and then it gives you multiple connections for power for different things. You know what I'm saying? Is there something like that? There has to be something like that out there, because like when you modify a car and you put a whole bunch of different systems in it, you can't just you can't get power from the fuse box all the time. So is there something that just makes life easy, something that you can just plug into the fuse box and then it gives you multiple connections for power? Comment below. Tell me, is that something that exists? I don't know. Just comment what you think. Go ahead. Go have fun. Go nuts in the comment section. Just like that, y'all. I think this one's pretty much over. Like I said, I'm wait and see what you guys think about this whole situation, and then we'll get to it tomorrow. Go get your merch. Link in the description. I have the C10 t-shirt. And I think that's all I got for y'all, man. We found out the gas mileage. We found out it's not that big of a difference with 342 rear gears versus the 273s. So that's really cool. So I think that's all I got for y'all. Just like that, I think this one's pretty much over, and I really appreciate you guys watching. As always, make sure you leave a like for me. We should have Kevin Dean in the video tomorrow, but of course he had to work today. We got a lot of things to do. His van needs work. My Sentra needs work. My truck needs work. Everything needs work all the time. It's like almost not enough time in the day. But stay tuned. We're going to be working on a bunch of stuff this week. Stay tuned. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you in the next one, and have a good one.